Okay guys, welcome back, and yeah, let me do things on the monitor to make sure everything is fine, and then I will start painting. Taking my brushes. Okay. Okay, so before we get started, said hi, Betty Boop, hello. These are all my brushes, and it's gonna be, oh, this I should not need today. Also have these two here, oops, for let's say details, but that's the most details I'm gonna go. It's going to be very different from the previous painting I did. I was very precise and pretty high level, if I may say so. This will be tabletop, something like this, a charming tabletop. So I will start with a few things, and then so first I have to add some white where I want to have some fluorescent stuff. So okay, let me get my so I had the airbrush set up until then, so this is a full airbrush, which is not too bad for precision and everything. So I think this is a pretty happy result. But if I want to just add a bit of sharpness, now it's time to move to the brush, and so let's do it. Okay, I'll zoom in slightly. Very good. Yeah, okay, so I have the white here. I have my water. I keep my dry brush dry, yes, here, and let's go. So first, everything that will kind of glow or something, it will be white. That's the base coat. So for instance, the eyes. Okay, you see I went a bit on the side. It's okay, because I will come over with it's a kind of cyan, I don't know how you call that, this color here. Yes, I can also tint that here. I come back with the vibrancy later, so this is more of the highlight in the center. Yes, I will come back with a coat of that cyan or water green. This is just a highlight. And you see this guy in particular, he has all the brain parts, and so for the brains I want bright in the recesses, as it's as if it was kind of glowing, but a light glow, and something not too strong, glowing from within. That's the thing. So for this I have very diluted white, and I just touch like this. This is not even how do you call that, oil paint. This is just AK goodness. And It's almost enough to make it just so great. Of course, if I can avoid touching the surfaces, that's even better. But just like that, isn't it glowing? Yes, it is. It's bicolor, like two colors. Oh my god, it's beautiful. And it's not intentional, you see, it's just the airbrush work. I think it's really cool. And then I will glaze some of that, how to say, cyan, or just dry brush maybe, I don't know. I don't know if I leave it pure white in the recesses, likely not though. So yes, I will have a glaze of that cyan on top of that white, and after that I will dry brush, so the, how to call, the surfaces that are raised will be darker. And so this is meant to be somewhat of a speed paint, right? So that's why I won't spend ages on the details, and basically no touch-ups. So I do something, wow, that's cool. That's really lovely to see the paint do that, not even oil paint. So that's why I don't buy oil paint. I think it's not necessary. Well, I think you would have an even better result, even faster. But I don't want to do with the oils, and then you have the thinner and everything. And so I want to deal with that. Just good old acrylics, AK 3rd generation is just the best I've found. Sorry, just the best I have tried. Yes, I've tried Vallejo and AK. Golden, I think it's very good, but I haven't tried much of the range. Games Workshop I won't mention. It's good for beginners, you know, so you have paint to buy with your models, but if you start to paint a little bit, you just find better quickly. Although, you know, some painters, they love to keep using some specific Games Workshop paints. Here I went maybe not enough water. Yeah, so here we go. You see, I applied a bit of water, and so it helped the paint go in the recesses. And so this has to be done before the dry brush, because you see, it's not super messy, but it's not super clean. And so first do the recesses, and then the raised surfaces. Oh yeah, okay, more water, it's just that, more water. Yes, that's better. Let's do this here, and what it is. Oh yeah, AK paints, they flow better than the Vallejo ones. I think they have more medium inside the paint, so the recipe is a bit different. And it's really good, really, really good. In fact, I even have some fluorescent paint, and so instead of that kind of cyan or water blue I have used already, I could use this. So here we go. Yeah, this fluorescent Vallejo. I was a Vallejo customer. Oh yeah, okay. The difference between the two. This is the AK mint green, and this is slightly different. But well, let's see. I just think now that Vallejo is better. Oh, sorry, AK is better. It's a shame I have quite a few bottles of Vallejo though. So I don't want to accumulate thousands of bottles, or even 100, you know, it's huge. Are you going to use 100 bottles? Not so sure. So this is very satisfying. Of course, easy peasy. Just the coverage is not. The more it runs into the recesses, the more diluted it is, and the more diluted, the less coverage. So of course, if you can find this perfect balance where it runs and at the same time it covers. I have tried white inks, but they are very fragile in the way that they are very easy to reactivate. And so that makes a mess, right? If you reactivate the white, for instance, I have my white ink and then I cover with some fluorescent paint. The fluorescent paint will reactivate the white ink and just mix with the white, so it will gain opacity and lose contrast and just make a mess, you know? So you'll have to, I don't know, like wait for it to dry well and then varnish and then wait for the varnish to dry well and then so you know, I don't do that anymore. I just take the, oh my god, yes, the brain. I've forgotten. I'm doing all of this, but one of the most important element of this whole part is the actual brain. I see it's there. Brainy dude. Yep, okay. Whoa. Yeah, no. So this is a way more relaxed and relaxing than the previous painting I was doing. Oh, what is it? You went into this, the recess. Okay. Trying to clean up. Oh yeah, it totally dripped like this. Oh, bad. Okay. Trying to work on it as it's wet. Trying to keep the carapace. Do you call that a carapace? Yeah, cool. Only on this side and on the other side, so that's all right. Maybe I wait for it to dry and have another pass, just like the brain here. I'm about to do it just right now. And if it flows here and there, I don't care. It's the like the OSL blah blah. So that's perfect. So here not enough water for it to leave the raised area, so I will help it by just adding more water. Hopefully not too much. Yeah, something like this. Oh yeah, it can go in there. That's beautiful. Everywhere. Okay, cool. That's good. You see, so here is going here in there. It's fine. Yeah. Okay. The other side, and that will be it. You know, it's for the first pass. I will have a second pass for sure. Just because I like to have it well defined. It's really worth it. Like this, I don't know if you can see. Yeah. Okay. And this is before the dry brush. So I'll do that on all the models that need it. In fact, you know what? I'm going to do it here as well. Oh, it ran everywhere. Look at that. Really needs a good cleanup. I'll take my bigger brush. Oh, that's disgusting. Okay. I didn't see it. It's a shame. Yes, I didn't see it, and it has gone everywhere. And it has dried, so it's hard to remove, but I will cover it. You know. Okay. Huh. Oh yeah, here's the same. Oh my god. Yeah, I guess the old oil paint here would really stuck to the recesses and avoid this kind of problem. Live and learn. It's okay though. With the dry brush, that will just disappear. Okay, I will insist slightly. Okay, very good. Okay, I think I will keep it in the center. Because you see, like this airbrush still brought some pretty nice gradients. In fact, it's pretty perfect, and so it's still a shame to break that too much, but a little bit is fine. I think that looks really good. So when it's well done, of course, when it will be finished and cleaned up, it will look good. But it's not really hard. Just need to be careful to a little bit here, and that's all right. Okay. So here I have applied a lot more. It's fine, because I will use that cyan color I will smooth out the transitions. So now the second coat for all of these areas to make sure it takes. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. Yes, ready for a gradient. We'll wait for it to dry. Norn Emissary for the Tyranids. Pretty cool. Why not the prince? I don't know. That's a good question. Why isn't it this just a new prince? I have no idea. It looks pretty much like the prince we had in 3rd edition. Like this, head like this. Kind of like a zoanthrope stuff. It's very, very good. Alright, so this one is a bit bigger than the others, so that's why it's worth the extra time. It's a bit more important. Yeah, something like this. And then I will use the cyan to cover it, sorry. Okay, cleaning up. Okay, cool. I'll do the rest again, maybe just in the middle. There will be a lot less on the others. Of course, they don't have this big brain. No offense. They don't need a brain, just listen to the commands of the hive mind, which is exactly how the Tyranids do, just like a beehive. For those who are not into the Warhammer 40k universe, kind of arachnids, arachnoid aliens. A very Starship Trooper. Okay. Okay. Check. Oh yeah, this area as well. Every imperfection will just be some psychic activation, you know, grittiness. So that's all right. Cool. I think it's pretty cool. Here, it's enough. What else do we have? Let me check. Oh yeah, we have all these little things here, but that won't be. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. Just some dust, no problem. Okay. Yes, if that could be very smooth and just staying there in the recesses and not make a mess everywhere, that would be really, really appreciated. Maybe I don't need to go up to white, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I will try just another color because this is a bit, it stains the side too easily. So I will try to avoid that. I'll just do these 3 and the 3 other on the other side, and then I will use another color for this. Like it looks very smooth, but I expect some stains to appear on the sides, although I haven't even touched it. And so this, you see here, yeah, I have these ones. So if the color isn't as drastic as white, oh snap. Yeah, if the color isn't as drastic as white, it won't even be. You see, like this here patterns. Think it could very well look like psychic activation. So that's perfect, in fact. But this here, nah. 9. Okay, just like that. I know it's not the way. The way maybe to take some. Let me check. Maybe some of that here. Magenta. Yeah, I will do it. You know what? I'll give some love to the Norn. Hey, let me check because I have my white on the palette. Yeah, I stick to the plan and do all the white parts first, the black parts if needed as well. There's a little bit of okay, let's do the rest. It's pretty cool because it brings a lot of attention to the head. If you see the overall effect that we are having, we have this area here, pretty bright. Let's check this guy. I think I have done this already, so that's he won't have much. Oh, 1 eye, yes, he just has 1. And the Terminators as well. Okay. Okay, perfect. Nice. We'll have something here, but no need to go to white. This, I think this guy has a lot less. Like you see, he has a bit of green here. Just subtle like this, I think is fine. You know what? Yep, I'll see later. Oh well, I think this one is done. This one, let me check. Yeah, you see you have some nastiness on the sides. Also, I really didn't touch it. Yeah, okay. Let me check. Yes, these guys, they will have the eyes. Cool. And also they already have some green there. I may have chance to reinforce it later. Oof, that was ninja. You know, having the eyes of these guys. All these paint jobs are awesome. My bugs look like a toddler toy compared. Technoblade. Well, takes practice and patience and techniques. But thank you. It's not finished. It's just, I would say, half completed, because I would say that I still have some solid base coats there, and this is meant to be tabletop, not crazy level, so I shouldn't spend like a month on these guys. Few days. That will be a few days, just a few days. Okay, something like this. The rest is fine. Half completed. Yes, they have completed. Yeah, so these they have been almost so this guy, except the dot I've done here, it's all airbrush. So I've painted all with an airbrush, so you can also go that way if you want to, you know, get some results. It requires some fine-tuning and experimenting and everything to get right, but once you do, it's fun and rewarding. It's true. Okay, really. Okay, so now I'm gonna add some of this on the few parts. Let me check. Maybe not. Maybe later. I will do what? This, yeah, I think so. Oh, yeah, I think I have taken maybe, yeah, this. I need to get an airbrush, man. Yes, it's a good tool, to be honest. It's not magic or what. It takes a bit to, you know, get a good, you know, get good grip on how it works, and you know the problems you will often encounter, and how to whether prevent them or fix them. But overall, I don't really like airbrushing, but I just like saving time, and also the smooth blends really good. If you look at these guys up here, you see the head here is kind of perfectly blended. It's very easy with an airbrush, just requires a bit of how to say, practice, not to put it everywhere, be selective. Other than that, you see here, it's a time saver. Well, also for the base, ambient colors. Okay, so I have loaded my paint, so let's do it. So that should be better for these areas here, like this. Yes, it is super strong, almost fluorescent, but that's fine. See this, I cannot get rid of it. It's a shame. Very annoying. Okay, I'll do it later. Okay, and I believe that with this pink here, even though I have some on the sides, it's not as noticeable. It's a lot more transparent, and so here the white really was not necessary. In fact, it was just some troubles. I try to fix it right away with my base color purple. Let's see if I can fix that, just because I don't like to. Okay, I may forget about it later. Okay, cool, it's working. And it looks like an edge highlight or something, so it's fine enough. I have hidden the flows. It looks pretty cool. Oh, okay, I'm getting something I didn't ask, but why not? Okay. Yeah, because there's so many of these kind of little, I don't know how to call them, this stuff. Well, it's super late for me, so I gotta head to bed, but it was really cool seeing your models. Good luck, I'll subscribe and hopefully watch more of your stuff. Thank you very much, mate. Have a good night and see you next time. This color is very saturated, but it's cool because this way I can keep it well diluted and it will be more transparent, and at the same time it flows better in the recesses. So it's just perfect for what I needed, so excellent. Oh yeah, feeling better. Was a bit here upset by the white, but now it's better. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it looks good. Looks good. Looks all right. This is a fast paint job, so it's meant to be. It's not a speed paint per se, like, but it's some fancy tabletop, I would say, and not competition or, you know, this kind of stuff, not display. And so I'm doing just steps that matter, and hopefully nothing that ooh, on the hands he has many, so I need to, each brush stroke need to bring something noticeable. That's the thing. If it's too subtle, then it's just time consuming and not helpful. Yeah, I'll do this. Okay. Directly on the black is fine. Okay, this is, in fact, I think it's pretty good for the time put in. Oh yeah, okay, his other arm is tucked in there. That's why I didn't see it. Let's do it. How can I get in the... Yeah, oh my god. You see, I want to get to this arm there. Oof. Ninja. And good enough. Okay. Okay. Very good. Okay, I guess it's all right. Yes, the other arms. Bringing that definition. Because the base is a full airbrush, and so I need that sharpness. Okay. Something like this. The other side, indeed. Let me check. Okay. Now the inside of the arms. Ooh, that's a bit strong, but okay. Oops. Oh, I see another one, but I think no one will see it, so I may just leave it like this. I think it's fine, and I will just do the inside now, removing a bit of paint here. It's a bit too saturated. Okay, that's better. Okay, cool. Let me check. Here's the okay, the bizarre fangs. Okay, inside here. Okay. Check the legs. The legs are fine. It's cool. And here it's really important to pick a recipe that works, because so I have like this Norn Emissary, then I have the old one eye and 2 Carnifexes, and so I would better have something that goes smoothly, and this is going smoothly, so that's perfect. Okay. Yeah. Whoops. So here I have a bit on the side, but because it's in fact it's magenta by the other guys AK. So magenta has very little white in it, so it's very transparent, and also it's the same kind of it's very close to the purple I have, and so if I have a little mistake, it's not very noticeable. When I use the white, you see any dripping or something was very obvious. I like the I think I could have a second pass, yes, to enhance the result. Some areas, oh yeah, something like, oh, that's a bit too much. Ooh. Sloppy job. Yeah, okay, that's better. Maybe that's too much. I don't know, you know. Maybe it's fine. You tell me, guys, what do you think? Is it too much with the second pass? I may wash it with a dark purple anyway, so it will regain some definition. Maybe not though, that's alright. I think flashy like this is fine. It's fine too, so. But everything can be adjusted as we go, so there is no big problem. All right. Blah, here we go. The skin is kind of a classic Leviathan, but I don't like how they went to the bone color for the exoskeleton. I think ghostly gray, like almost bluish, and some cyan colors for the psychics. They're really nice. They really have this alien vibe. And we have this nice contrast, purple and green, but not exactly purple because we have the magenta and stuff. Not exactly green because it's water green. And works particularly well. In fact, I believe on some of the artwork on the boxes, but maybe it was for the 5th edition, so it was a long time ago. They had some kind of water green veins. You know, the prints, they have these Tyranid prints, veins on the brain as they activate the psychic powers. And I don't know, I have this memory that there was some water grain there, or maybe it's just a scheme I made up in my mind, but either way I think it's very fitting. Okay. I will put my phone down a bit because like this, yes, okay. And let's see if it's better. Tend to, yeah, I think it's better. Hop, here we go. Very good. So that's done really for this part. I will do the same on all the others. Yeah, I'm watching. I think it's fine enough. I think it's fine enough. I don't want to bring too much. Here we go. Oh yeah, you see plenty of those. So really better have a process that is easily replicable. And here, I think taking my time to make a clean job will save me a lot of time, so no cleanup. I think it's relevant here. was thinking that I would start to dry brush in this live, and of course I underestimated. But I don't think I had planned to do this. But you know, going with the flow, and it's fine. I think this is all better to do before any dry brush. It's all about the recesses here. Yeah. Okay. Hey, we don't have that many, huh? Mm-hmm. Let's see the in. Oh yeah, we do have some here though. Okay. I finished the arms. Yes, okay, on the other side. Trying to be organized, not to forget about anything. Oh yeah, underneath here. Oh, it's pretty hard to get there, but when there's a wheel, there is a way. It's okay. I don't know if you have seen that. Whew, yeah, you will go and notice on the miniature now. So I like the gray because the gray has no purple at all, but I think it falls into this line of purplish gray, but not at all bluish gray. Yeah, on this side we have none, and this magenta I think really brings the pop to contrast even further, so that's pretty nice. Because of course, when I think of the paint scheme, the paint scheme, color scheme, I imagine, but you know, the result is kind of differs slightly from what you think. So when it works, it's always a good surprise. And to be fair, in my painting journey, I have put together dreadful scheme, color scheme. Hello, beautiful. Please stop supporting a company that hates us. Please tell me which company it is, and I will answer your claim, which I think I understand. If you're talking about Games Workshop, is that it? I will wait for your answer. So I'm still waiting for your answer. The Spearman. That was an interesting claim, but I want to know exactly what you had in mind. It's easy to assume what somebody's thinking, so I think you think Games Workshop, but maybe I'm wrong. So I will have to wait for your confirmation. If it never comes, your confirmation, that will be very sad, because the suspense will never be resolved. Hope you didn't leave, you know. Some people, they come like, the company's bad, and then they leave. Wait. So you see, I'm fixing like all these small mistakes like this. I don't really care. It's just a part of the, like this, a bit of purple, but that's fine. Yeah, okay. Okay, so if I don't have any answer, I will just now, because I have the thoughts in mind, and so I will have to answer for my own sanity. Games Workshop, I don't think hates anybody. I think it's how to say, because anybody can enter the market, and you know, once you like miniatures, you're not afraid to buy from another store or something. But really, if you think about it, that's the entrance door is Games Workshop, because they have this whole universe. They have the game, they have video games now, they have, so many things. And so the thing is, Games Workshop is specialized in what high fleet are your needs. So I will finish about Games Workshop, and then this is a Leviathan scheme. These are not really mine. There's a commission paying job. And so yeah, they are, they invest a lot in all those things, the story, the universe, the settings, and just also convincing people that it's something that we can do. And once we are accustomed to that, it's very easy to switch and to buy miniatures somewhere else, or now it's even worse because you can print them. And so they have made a choice is really to focus and on bringing new people to the game. And I don't know, I should really see the figures to try to understand better how it works and what drives the choices. But yeah, if you don't want to buy from Games Workshop, you buy from another company. And once you compare, they're not that expensive. It's very expensive, but compared to other miniatures, it's not. I think everything has. It depends on what you need. Yes. Everything has. But yeah. So here it's commission painting, and in fact this old one eye is 3D printed. It's print, just like these guys here have two of these. The Norn Emissary is official Games Workshop though, and the quality is just better. If for instance you compare printed miniatures to Games Workshop plastic, especially for the gaming purposes, the Games Workshop plastic is better, and now you have resins like, I don't know, ABS or what, that are a lot more resistant. But whether you pay somebody to print it for you, you buy it on Etsy or something, and you will see the price is not that different from what you would get from the store at the Games Workshop, or you print it yourself, but it's toxic and it requires know-how to print. It's not like plug and play. So I think I have nothing against anybody in the miniature industry. It's hard to make a business. It's hard to sell stuff. It's hard to make a company. It's hard to, once you have the company, to maintain the sales, to keep the jobs you have created. So everything is hard in life, to be honest. So I just try not to be that tough and rough to judge like this. Yeah, I think this is a purplish and grayish exoskeleton. So that's the mark of Leviathan, with a slight twist. It's not like the bone color we usually have. So this is also 3D printed. It's a lot heavier. Sorry, it's a lot heavier. And if I make it full, wow, it will snap everywhere. The plastic here, it's super light. This is super goddamn light. And so when it falls, it may break because it's a big model with the tail and stuff. But you get the drift overall. No one deserves to be hated like Games Workshop. I think the, how to say that, the 11th edition box is, wow, it's so huge, so packed with models, and the price is what we've known for a while now. It's, I don't know, like 200 something. Well, depending if you talk in dollars or euros, but I think the price is not out of the roof, but it's, the box is absolutely packed. So and with that, that I'm selling anything, right? But with that, you have like the rules and the whole system that is supported. So, you know, come on. Yes, and in fact, I was pretty right. Our guy, the spearman, he kind of came, or maybe you still here. If you're here, please prove me wrong, but otherwise I'm thinking you came, you spat some hatred, and then you left. It's not towards me, I understand, but you know, towards Games Workshop, and I just think it's not necessary. Just with a bit of understanding, it's fine, you know. Some people say, "Oh no, Games Workshop, blah blah," and then they buy like a resin miniature, $50. Yeah, but you just get one, you know. Well, whatever, you know. I understand, like Space Marines and stuff. You have one captain. It's very expensive, blah blah. Well, you know. Just like I said earlier, depends on what you need. Overall, I'm just glad that we have so much to choose from. Here we go. Oh wow! In fact, this kind of almost fluorescent here in the dark. This is pretty nice. Whoop. For instance, if you talk about the paints, I think if you go to Vallejo or AK, I like these paints a lot more than the Games Workshop one. But guess what? I started with the Games Workshop one, or once, you see. I had some Games Workshop paints, and then I tried, but you know, that went along my personal journey of being more accustomed to this industry and universe. But as a beginner, I would not have thought to, you know, buy my models in one shop and the paints and the tools in another. So, but it's a reality, right? That once you have kind of emancipated, then how much do you spend at Games Workshop anymore? Not much, but they have to, you know, keep going. So not that easy. Here we go. Okay, I'm trying to, you see, not forget anything. He has not much on the legs. Yeah. Okay, the arm here, I have this one up there. Yes, right. Taking my time because here it's very light. You see the values, very light, and so I don't want to stain. Because it's a kind of fast paint job, I don't want to do any cleanups and stuff. One pass for everything. That's the policy. Otherwise, it's easy to get stuck. You see, I don't want to correct that white around here, so oof, I knew it. So I'll show you how I clean it while it's wet. Here we go. And another pass, clean the brush, wipe the water, and there we go. Oh, right, yes, here. So yeah, of course the details and the brushwork is a lot slower than so for this, before the brushwork I was doing, it took me a full day of painting the 4 of them, and now with the brush it's slower, and I think it's important to focus only on what matters, because it is slower, but at the same time you're more precise, sharper, and so okay. Just to bring the definition, exactly, that's that. Otherwise, you know, I did as much as possible with the airbrush, and then okay, like this. Missed the last one in there, something like this. Okay. Cool. Yeah, one pass of this is perfect. These arms, yeah, and then I will have the carapace on there. Ooh, I'm glad I have this paint. I think I just bought it. Yes, I did. Just bought it. Arrived a few days ago. Because I used to use Vallejo or AV, and then I switched to AK, also a Spanish brand for the paints, and I find it a lot better. And so I'm building the range slowly, and when I find that, oh, I may miss a color in this tone, you see, I buy a few like this every maybe 2 months, and so here it's just perfect. I think I have the equivalent with the Vallejo, but it doesn't flow as well. And here I want to go in the recesses, so flow is, wow, critical. So I've made a mess, but I'm going to, wow, you see, it is pre-diluted, so very transparent. and easy to clean up. Okay, let me check if I haven't forgotten anything on this guy. I think it's good. We're good to go. And the last one now. I kind of have forgotten this here, but that's okay. I'll do it now with the brush. Let's see. You see this kind of highlights here? So it's possible as well to, to do it with the brush. Just a bit more time consuming. And as long as it's not like super thick, the blending is fine enough. It's not critical to have every blend perfect. But so now you see I have a hint of this color, and it how to say, ties everything together. You see it was very quick, so if you don't have an airbrush, it's possible. The airbrush just makes it quicker overall. The good news is that's the last one I have to do here. Cool. Well, for this step, right? And then after, I haven't thought of this step after. Maybe I will do like these colors here on all the brains, and especially this guy here. Opla, I don't know if you see him, the Norn Emissary. The base as well. There's some work I have to do on the base. Oh, yeah, okay, I will do it now that I think of it. Here, I take my, here, the same color, and just glaze it to give it a bit of punch. And have a little contrast with the this hard part. Yeah, something like this, I'm not even sure what I want, but I do something. And ooh, that's too thick. So I'm gonna take some water. Oh, maybe not water, just remove the paint and I will spread it there. I think, you see, has an impact. It has enough of an impact to let it be like this. So yeah, basically the key to stay quick in this paint job, my strategy is to, so once the airbrush is finished, mostly to use a dry brush, and you see here it's more of a wash, but pretty light, with a light color, to give some punch, this kind of stuff. But I'm not doing some glazing or like a layering anymore. Yeah, okay. That's how I hope to, stay quick. I think it really adds something to tie everything up together. So that's fine. I have some here as well. Actually, it's just a glaze here. I'm tinting, and because the color underneath is dark, the effect is not the same as with the light base coat, but still you can see something. So That's the idea. Yeah, okay, cool. And just really, yeah, okay. Okay, now to the last friend here. Oh, yeah, they have dead space marines on the base, so they eat blood angels. Breakfast, lunch, supper. Yes. Makes me hungry. Hungry. Oof. Okay. Yeah, okay. So sometimes just need a bit of confidence like this. I was thinking it could be messy, but I went like schlaf, you see, just like I did, and it worked. Fine, I'll do the other side. Really, you know, like I'm not painting with the tip, I'm painting like this, really pushing on the brush so that it doesn't touch this here, you see? So okay, I don't want to touch any of the sides, in fact, this one nor this one. Now it's easier, have more room here. Okay, something like this. Have a little bit of mistake here. Try to clean that. Yep, okay, good. Legs are done. After the legs, yes, the arms, okay. But that's not tiring. That's in fact pretty relaxing. So relaxing and satisfying. And the dry brush also will be satisfying, very satisfying. But it will come after. I think it's fine because regarding the time I'm going to spend on the minis, here I'm already taking the brush and just doing the details that I could not do otherwise. So has a big impact. It's pretty quick, so that's exactly the spirit. Ooh, miss. Yes. Oh. Had a big drop of water, and as I rose, my brush fell on me. Very cool, done it, Panda. Thank you. Screamer Killer. Yes, not Carnifex, Screamer Killer. But you know, I'm pretty old school. It's just a Carnifex with different weapon option. Okie dokie. A big crab. Nasty crab, alien crab. Okay, let's continue. Haven't decided on the color of this, that's why it's still light, but uncolored. I don't know if I should go with this mint green, but that's the effect that we have here. I don't know if it would be nice to have a touch to be reminiscent of the overall miniature plus the base, to tie them together, or something different, you know, and less noticeable, I would say, so that the attention is focused on there. Okay, focus now, because this here. Nice. Also, I'm happy, although the airbrush is nice to, you know, put all the base coats, the different colors, and some highlights on the wide surfaces. I'm happy to paint with the brush. It's more comfortable. So now all the airbrush part is done for this miniature, so which is really encouraging, motivating, this kind of stuff. Because the airbrush, it's tricky to use, you know. People are raging, you know, have a lot of haters like, oh, it's cheating and this and that. It's people who cannot use the airbrush that will think like this, because it's quite a tool, and in fact it's just a tool, and also it requires a bit of training to get the hand on it. So that's why I wait to finish the airbrush before streaming. I mean, I didn't stream the airbrush steps because there is always a problem, the nozzle or the tip on the, that's my big problem, the tip on the brush dries, and so I have to stop, clean up and continue, and it's not very fluid for the live. Oops. Okay, good enough. Let's see what we have there. Yes, cool. And that's the last. Very nice. So we could say this is batch painting, although there are only 4 miniatures. They're bigger, so that could work. And here we go. Something like this. So that's the color done, and the next will be another color, but I think I have streamed happily for an hour and a half, and so guys, I will continue painting these lives, not everything, because So painting live it requires additional resources, energy, and focus. And so I hope that you guys enjoy it. And yeah, hope you see you there often. And so I stream parts of the paintings. So for instance, now I'm gonna take a break, but after the break I'm gonna continue painting, but not live, if you see what I mean. So it's not the full extent, but you know, if one day you know, have enough people and they really want to see me paint from A to Z, maybe in the future that will happen. In the meantime, if you want to, you know, subscribe and ride along, I would be very thankful. Again, I hope you have a good one, and see you next time, guys.